I'm back with another episode of Kickin' It with Kass. Today is just me, okay? I'm filming what are we on? Episode 12 of season 2. It's just me, no guest, okay? I haven't done a solo episode since season 1 of Kickin' It with Kass. And I think in that episode, I really just mainly answered questions, I think, questions that people either asked me on live, or I pulled questions from somewhere and just answered those questions, which also inspired my idea for Keeping It Real with Kass, which is my DM series that I started with this season, where I allow you guys to submit, questions, concerns, your thoughts that you want me to react to, anonymously. I can't even say that word right now. Bye. So that way, I'm not putting your guys' business out there either. You feel me? But anyways. Yes, so that's what sparked that series, was the solo episode I did last season. So here I am again, okay, in the flesh, solo dolo. Gonna talk with you guys today, okay? I know it's been a while, so there's a few things, I wrote down for me to catch you guys up on. So I do want to apologize. I think in my last episode I kind of had told you guys what was going on before that kind of caused delays, and then now, certain things just happen. Things happen, life happens. But my thing is, I want to be transparent, with my supporters, my viewers, especially people who actually look forward to my episodes. I don't want to tell you guys oh, I'm gonna have an episode out this day, and they don't come. So it's I feel bad when that happens. So I do feel bad that my last episode I did tell you guys, I'm back on track, we're good to go. That's definitely not the case. It's not all the way, not the case, but there are some changes that I am going to have to make, which I'll kind of dive into a little bit as well. But yeah, first and foremost, I just wanted to apologize, for my miscommunication, okay? Hello. All right, second thing. I also want to set the expectations, going forward, okay? I have a lot going on, which I am going to explain, of course, but I don't think I'm physically going to be able to get an episode out every 2 weeks like I did before. I just don't think it's physically possible. Does that mean I want to go on a break? No, I don't. I want to continue to film my episodes. I just cannot promise you guys that they're going to be every 2 weeks. I wish it was more organized like it was, for the first season and then the first half of this season. But unfortunately, I got a lot of stuff going on. Again, going to touch on that. But I physically cannot do it every 2 weeks, y'all. Okay, I'm only one person. Like I've said 100 times, it's just me, okay, in this whole thing. Even when I have people here, it's just me, I edit everything on my own. I set everything up, sometimes I have some help, like right now it was just me. So my friend Chris came in and hit the record button for me. But outside of that, it's really a one-man show over here, okay? So I just want to be realistic, and I don't think it's feasible for me to really, product good quality videos for you guys every 2 weeks like I tried to do before. I will definitely try to get you guys a video out. Maybe I would say more like once every 3 weeks. I don't want to do once a month. That seems a little harsh and far for me. But I am going to try to aim for one every 2.5, 3 weeks, something around there. If it does happen to be a month, I apologize. That means I'm making a lot of money that month, let me tell you. But yeah, so that way you guys kind of know what to expect going forward. That's what that is, okay? Third thing, let's see. Y'all, this is, okay, I'm gonna explain why I've been so busy, okay? And then you guys will get the full picture, okay? So first week of August, it was my sister's 21st birthday. My whole family went to Cali, came back. We celebrated her, when she came back. And then my little brother came into town for a little bit before his birthday. And if you guys don't know, I have a lot of siblings, okay? So my little sister's her name is Alyssa. It was her 21st birthday. My other little brother, my youngest brother, his name is Amari. His 21st birthday ain't coming for a little while, okay? Jeez, I already feel old as hell. My other little brother's name is Aiden, okay? It's his 21st birthday that just passed as well in September. But he's in the military. So he came back for a little bit in August, and then he had to go back, and then he came back again. So you guys see where I'm going. There was a lot of family time, you know, and then he came, left, came. So he came back for his 21st birthday in the beginning of September. And yeah, them two kids, let me tell y'all. Okay, honestly, let's really get into this because I really thought when I was younger, like, you know, I used to be, you know, a little crazy, a little wild, you know, a little wild child. And I really thought as I got older, I would be like the cool mom or like the cool sister, you know what I mean? Like I wasn't too strict, but that is far, far from the case. I actually realized with these two siblings specifically, because my youngest brother, he could never do no harm. He's an angel. Um, they're crazy. Like they really, you know, they give me a run for it. So it's like I feel like I'm feeling a little bit what my dad felt with me. And I'm sure it's not even 10% of what my dad felt because you know my dad is my actual dad and I'm just their big sister. But goodness gracious, these kids nowadays, man, they're so crazy, y'all. But I will say they're very responsible. You know what I mean? It's not like they're drinking and driving or, you know, making bad decisions. Like, I have the best of both worlds. They just scare me because you know, they're still my little siblings, but they go about it the right way. I will say that. So I will give them that. So happy birthday to my little sister Alyssa and my little sister, or not my little sister, my little brother Aiden. I know their birthdays were a little while ago, but that's, you know, kind of what really took up most of my time was all the visiting with that. So not only that, okay, but I also got a new job, which I know sounds crazy because those who know me, I already work a lot. I work at the station still. That has not changed. That will not change. That's where I will stay, you know, for sure. At minimum, okay? So yes, I still have the job at the station. And if you guys know, I do really like 15 jobs at the station. I'm exaggerating. I do like 3. But I do a lot, okay? I don't just do one person's job. I do like 3 different things. It's, you know, but I love it. I wouldn't change it for the world. But I had to get another job, you know, just to spice up things. I had a little bit of too much free time. I used to do Uber, so I'm trying not to do that as much because I had to buy a new car. Like I told you guys in my last episode, I got into an accident, so I had to get a new car. Well, it's not new, you know, it's a little old. It's 2019, but hey, it's a car, okay? But I had to get a new car. But anyways, so I'm trying not to do Uber as much because I don't, you know, just the miles and stuff. So I got another job so that way when I'm bored and stuff, I'm not like thinking of Uber. I can just go to my other job. But I got a new job at a dispensary and y'all, let me tell you. I've been loving it, okay? I've been loving it a little too much, if anything. No, but seriously, the vibe is great. I love how accepting I feel. And, you know, it's like I clicked in with everybody right away. And the perks are amazing. You know what I mean? Not only do you get to help people and I get to educate myself, because there's a lot more that goes into it than people think. But you also get to educate people as they come in, you know, and there's a lot of perks that come with it. So I really, really like my new job. It's fun. You know, obviously I partake in the devil's lettuce. So it's fun. I like it, okay? It suits me. It fits into my lifestyle, my schedule very, very well. So yeah, my new job has been great, but again, consumed a lot of my time. So that's another thing that's kept me away for a little bit. So yeah, things have been just a little crazy, okay? So not only did I do that, so I got the new job, I have my regular job that's already like fucking 2-3 things. And then I also got asked to do the morning show. So if you guys like follow me on Instagram, you would see that I did the morning show for about a month with J&J in the morning with Power 98.3, which was an absolute blessing. I loved it. I had such a good time. They were so welcoming, you know, with, you know, just making me feel comfortable, and talking to the city was an absolute blessing. Like, I'm not gonna lie, it was a little crazy. Some people got energy in the morning, okay? And I'm like, yo, you know, I got energy too, but some people are crazy. Like, I'm like, oh my gosh, y'all really talking about this? It's 6 in the morning. So if you haven't tuned into J&J in the morning, make sure you do show them some love. I know they pop like all their episodes through the app on Power 98.3. So just make sure you pull those up on the J&J section. And I was so blessed with that opportunity. I think it's definitely opened more doors for me. I've been recognized by several people already who work in other, radio businesses or industries, and, they've approached me, told me how great I did, which I really, really appreciate. So I'll forever be thankful, not only for this, the job I have at the station altogether, but for that opportunity to be on air. I've been on air a few times, but I haven't been on air consistently for like a month straight like that. And that was super, super fun, eye-opening, and motivating as well, because now I want my own show. You feel me? I don't know. Actually, I don't know if I would really want my own show on the radio, or I feel like I'm always better with another person. Of course, it's nice to just get up there, do your own thing. Of course. Like, I think I have the energy for it. But I love people. Like, I love talking to people. I love getting to know people. So I just feel like I personally would thrive more off of a co-host and someone else being there. And I feel like it's better for the listeners too. Like, who wants to hear just one person just fucking yap all the time? As I have a whole podcast and I'm just talking. But yeah, you know what I mean. So yeah, if you didn't hear me on J&J in the Morning, you can go back and watch those episodes. It was so fun, hilarious actually. A lot of crazy things were talked about. So not only did I do that, but I also had my first celebrity interview with OGZ, which was so fun. And honestly, not what I expected at all. So me and Jay Steele, which is one of the hosts from J&J in the Morning, and a friend of mine as well, he asked me to do the interview with him because at the time I was covering the morning show, and I was like, absolutely. Gabe was covering media for the concert. Him and I were backstage, doing the interview with him, and okay, it wasn't what I expected in the best way. It wasn't like it was a negative thing. The only negative thing that I will say that kind of happened, and I don't want to say the venue because I'm not messy like that, but, it doesn't take nothing but a Google search. But anyways, the venue we were at this girl was mad aggressive. Okay, we get there, our name's on a list because we're doing an interview. Not, that's it. And I didn't have my ID with me, okay? I will admit, did I mess up? I probably should have had my ID. But the thing is, y'all, if you know me, I really don't drink like that. So it's just, I'm so used to, like, not really needing my ID unless I'm going to a club. Like, obviously, I know I need my ID to get in. But yeah, so it's like I'm not used to just having to show my ID. I don't order alcohol. I don't drink like that. So it's like, to me, I'm not thinking I need my ID for a concert, okay? That's probably my bad. I probably should have known I needed it, okay? But anyways, I get there. Apparently, you need your ID. Off rip, she's not having it. I show her a picture. I got the mobile ID. I got all of it. I'm like, yo, like, it's me. It's me. Like, what the fuck? Shorty is not having it, okay? She's not letting me in. She literally was like, nah, you need to go get your ID. I need a physical ID to let you in. And I was like, damn. And I was like, okay, I get it. I'm going backstage. I understand. I'm not going to cause no issues. You know what I mean? And it's my first celebrity interview. Like, I don't know what to expect, so I'm not going to be ignorant and, go off on somebody when maybe this is protocol. You feel me? So I'm like, damn, it just sucks because I'm in my heels. My feet hurt. I already had to walk a fucking couple blocks to get there because parking was crazy. I look at my friend Marcus, who was there helping me record. I was like, bro, can you please go to my car and get my ID? Like, there's no way I'm doing this in my heels. And get back in time to do the interview. There was no way. And he was a real one. Shout out to Marcus. He went to my car, got my ID for me. We made it in, whatever, got through. And it was so chill. Like, he is so humble. He's such a cool guy, down to earth. Like, I did not feel like I was kicking it with a celebrity. I didn't feel like, backstage chilling with him that there was celebrities around. Like, he made sure the environment was very chill. And I loved that. Like, he was not lying. Like, as far as like, I know you guys will see the interview because I don't think they posted it, but I'm going to see if I can clip it in here so you guys can see it. But he talked about, just the vibe he likes to set before the show. And I could definitely feel it. Like, it was very calm. It was cool. It wasn't chaos, nothing. Like, he's a very humble, nice guy. I have nothing negative to say. Like, he was so sweet and, like, literally like a regular human, and I loved that. So, yeah, my first celebrity interview was absolutely amazing. I'm going to see if Jay Steele gives me the go to clip it in here. And if he does, then y'all see it right about now. But if not, then I guess you might see it on Instagram.
Yo, J&J in the Morning, Pod 98.3, OGZ. Hey, man, 30 stops on the tour, you popping right now, but hey,
it might be like 50 plus shows because you see we doing 3 shows tonight.
Right. Oh man, you might be the only one I know go to multiple clubs in one night. What the hell?
So it's gonna be days like that where it's 2 shows, 3 shows in one night.
And we're trying to get you back out here again too, because the demand is there. I mean, the show is sold out. You know what I'm saying? Yo, last time we talked like this, and this people in the city were talking. You said the food in Arizona was trash. Have you found better food since then?
Nah, man, y'all gotta put me on. Y'all gotta take me somewhere.
Cassie, you from here? What
I like Long Long. That's my favorite place in
What is
Phoenix.
that?
It's wings.
Oh, y'all got a Lolo's here, huh?
We do.
Lolo's good. Lolo's is
You like
good.
Lolo's?
But I be eating Lolo's in Vegas, so I know.
Okay.
Gotcha. That's not like an Arizona thing, specific. Okay, so I know your show's in Phoenix tonight, but if you could pick one city that's your favorite city to perform in, what would it be?
That's hard.
I know it's hard.
I feel like the energy at all the shows is always so turned up, so I don't really have a favorite place. I like going everywhere, anywhere, for real.
Okay, I love that.
But back home gotta be real special too, right?
Yeah, everywhere. Like, the energy is just crazy for me. And it's always different. Like, something about it is different everywhere.
Listen, man, are you drinking? Because remember last
Nah.
time. Well, you I thought that was water. That's wild shit. That's
Good water, too.
I'm about to say, damn, bro, I have a shot ready for the night. You
I'm sober.
Still, how long is it?
I got the push-up board right there. It was busting down right before.
I love it.
So at this point, it's like you keeping it that way consistent.
Yeah, for sure. I might never drink again.
Well, I say that.
Wow.
That's early, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like 5 months.
I just feel so good sober.
Yeah, I feel you.
And I get so much shit done.
Right.
What's the difference?
Like today, I fucking woke up, I worked out, I had a meet and greet, I've been fucking helping with merch all day. I'm about to do 3 fucking shows.
Yeah, so you feeling it.
That's productive, yeah. So what are your rituals like before your show now that you stopped drinking? Like, what's the difference?
I was just chilling on this couch, relaxing, and fucking listening to jazz music and shit.
For real?
Yeah.
I was about to ask you,
I love that.
What do you listen to, like, getting ready? Is it, does it change or vary, or you want that relaxing?
Nah, I want to relax for sure.
Oh, for real?
Right now, it's a different energy right now, bro. This shit crazy.
Bro,
I'm listening to this rap shit right now.
I feel you. So, man, for the tour, what can people expect?
It's turned up, just energy, like.
Cause I was at no show, so I already know what you're doing.
Yeah,
Of course.
we gonna turn into a hotel.
But, you know, low key though, you know what I mean?
We're gonna bring the people out, man. We're gonna turn it up. It's like, I feel like the most turned night you could ever have at a club, that's the experience we bring the kids and shit like that.
Yeah.
When you get shown like a real, like, some
I love that.
house party energy.
Yeah, I love it.
Absolutely. Well, I mean, right now they looking, you know what I'm saying? They decide what they're gonna listen to in the future. You know what I'm saying? I know you're gonna keep it going. New music, you gonna send me that new music, bro?
Yeah.
That's what I said. Unreleased shit, you know what I'm saying?
Mafia.
Oh, Jeezy, Starlight Mafia, J&J in the morning, you already know, man. Power
Shout out
98.3.
AZ, you know what it is. OTA boys, gang with us.
All right. Outside of that, this past weekend, okay, was a little crazy for me. Not gonna lie. What time is it? Wow, I'm doing great on time. Yeah, this past weekend was a little crazy for me. It was my cousin's birthday, Anaya, who you guys know. She's been on here 2 times, I think. Maybe 3, not 2. I can't remember. Anaya, she also goes by Tsunami. Y'all know her, thick little thing. You feel me? About 5'4", okay? With a whole lot of, yeah, my cousin, okay? Baddie, all right? Love her. It was her birthday this past weekend, so happy birthday to Anaya, okay? Make sure y'all go show her some love. Tell her happy birthday as well. And she had me outside all fucking weekend, y'all. Let me tell you, okay? All weekend, this girl had me outside, and just when I thought, you know, I'm trying to figure out if I want to be messy or not. No, I'm not going to do that. No, I'm gonna do it a little bit. Just when I thought, you know, things were gonna be calm, it was a smooth little Sunday. My cousin calls me like, cousin, pull up. You know, I wanna see you. I'm like, cool, I got you. I love you. I'm gonna pull up. They just got back from the club. I just got off work. I get there. I'm not gonna say no names. You know, there was a little bit of drama. I'm not even lying, y'all. I get there, I step 2 feet into the damn door and can't even say hi to my cousin yet. And some girl already got beef with me. But it's fine. We're not even going to get into that. It's not even about that. But just know a time was had that weekend, okay? And yeah, I don't know. My cousin and her friends, they always just know how to make things an absolute vibe. And I love them for that. And yeah, those are my people, y'all. I got they back for real because I think it's also the timing of things. Like I was going through like a weird time in my life. I was going through a breakup, and like, you know, I surrounded myself with really good people, which was my cousin and her friends, and they just had great energy. They were at my birthday, yeah, and they brought nothing but good times. Okay, so I love when I can kick it with people and not have to worry about no drama or nothing like that. So to say that, you know, she has a solid group of friends like that, I love that for her. And yeah, okay, so this weekend, what am I doing this weekend? It's Friday. Today's Friday, y'all. It's raining outside, too. I don't know if y'all know that. I was going to pull the curtain back, but it's raining, like pouring, which is crazy because I'm supposed to go to the state fair. I'm supposed to go to the state fair tonight and enjoy myself and have a good time with the fam. I'm also going with my company as well in the VIP section first. And then I'm going to hang out with my fam, you know, just do rides, stuff like that. And it's like completely raining. I have to run in here so I didn't get like soaking wet for my episode. Like, my hair is curly. Like, if it gets wet, it's shrinking up. You feel me? Frizz. It's gonna be so bad. So I'm like hoping the weather kind of, like, I want it to be cool, but I don't want it to be wet, you know? So yeah, hopefully that changes before I go to the state fair tonight, but I'm super excited for that. The only thing that I say I'm not looking forward to this weekend is, unfortunately, my little brother is leaving. It's my other cousin Caleb's birthday as well, which, you know, of course I'm happy to celebrate, but my little brother also leaves this weekend. He goes back to the Army. I think he's going back to El Paso where he's based at, if I'm not wrong. I don't think he's going back overseas. Actually, let me double check. But yeah, either way, he ain't gonna be home. Okay, and anytime he leaves, it makes me really sad. I feel like our family like is missing a piece. So you know, but I am blessed that we had a couple weeks with him and we had multiple visits. Like, he came in August, he came again in September to celebrate his 21st. And yeah, I don't know. I love my siblings, so family means everything to me. So it just makes me so sad that he has to leave. But I know he's doing something that he's extremely passionate about, and I can't be more proud of him. And every time he comes back, he looks thinner and more muscular. I don't really like that, you know. I don't like how he might be able to beat me up now. I don't really know how I feel about that, but it is what it is. But no, I love him and I'm excited for his journey. And if you guys have family in the military, then, you know, kudos to y'all, because you know what I'm going through. It's a little scary, it's a little sad, you know, so it's all types of emotions, okay? Good, bad, all of it. And then yeah, that's pretty much it. That's all I got going on this weekend. I mean, church, of course. I haven't missed church since June. You guys have been keeping up with my church journey. That's been super helpful. I'm not gonna lie to you. I feel like it's helped me react to situations a lot better. I look forward to going to church. I feel like I want to be a better person after, you know, just a lot of things come with going to church. I have a close relationship with God. Yeah, I really been enjoying going to church. So I've been doing that every Sunday since June. I haven't missed a Sunday. So yeah, of course I'm going to church this weekend, and I ain't got nothing else going on, okay? Nothing else for me besides just working, all right? Last but not least, okay, how many minutes we got? 4 minutes technically before I have to go, but I might give y'all some more time. Okay. My series here called Keeping It Real with Kass, okay? My anonymous, there we go, now I can say it. My anonymous, I don't know what the fuck I said in the beginning. My anonymous DM series that I started, Keeping It Real with Kass, where again, I allow y'all to submit questions, you know, opinions, concerns, situations that you just want me to react to. And that's what I'm gonna do, okay? So we got our first one. First one says, this guy I'm seeing takes forever to text me back, but is super consistent in person. Is he just bad at texting, or is that a red flag? Ooh, that's a good question. So he's bad at texting, but he's consistent in person. Honestly, I wouldn't take it as a red flag unless like you have something else that's making you think that there's something else going on. Like, if it's just that he doesn't text you back in time, then no, I would not take that as a red flag, because we're adults. People work, like, there's so much that goes on. Like, sometimes people get overstimulated, overwhelmed. They just want some time to themselves at the end of the day. Like, I would not take that as a red flag off rip. Like, now if there's other signs pointing you there, and that's just the cherry on top of the icing, okay, cool. But if it's just his texting, then no, because he's really consistent in person, and it sounds like you guys have a good time. So I wouldn't make an issue where there isn't an issue. But that's just me. That's just me, honey. You do what you want with your man, okay? Number 2, I've been single for a year, and I feel like I'm too picky now. Fuck, I relate to that so heavy. I've been single for a year now too, okay? I feel like I'm also too picky, but I don't feel like it's bad to be too picky. I don't feel like it's bad. Well, it is a little bad to be too picky. I would say I don't think it's bad to be selective, especially nowadays, with the options we have on both men and women's end. I think it's okay for you to be selective, you know what I mean? But don't block your blessings, you know what I mean? I think a lot of times people forget that it does still exist. Love does exist. I'm not gonna be some bitter bitch and be up here and be like, oh, you're never gonna find love in this generation. Like, no, you will. It's just, it takes time, it takes work. Just like anything, anything good doesn't come easy. So yeah, honey, it's okay to be a little picky. Just don't block your blessings. Don't be too picky. And if someone for the most part has the same like morals as you, and like, goes by the same things you go by, then I would say stick with them, and y'all could just work everything else out. Okay, number 3. I've been talking to a guy who's perfect for me. Jeez, y'all always hit me with these man issues. I've been talking to this guy who's perfect for me, but he's not financially stable. Shit. Should I stick it out or protect my peace? Well, when you word it like that, I'm always going to say protect your peace, honey bun. If it's causing you some sort of stress, I'm going to say protect your peace. But if we're talking strictly about finances, do I think a woman should leave a man because his finances aren't up to par? Yes and no. It depends. If he's lacking motivation, if he doesn't have a job, if he don't have the hustle, the drive to have money, that's a whole separate issue. If he's just down right now and he's still got something, then girl, it's okay to take care of yourself every now and then. Y'all are supposed to be a team. Sometimes he got to do it, sometimes you got to do it. That is okay. That is how things work. That's how the cookie crumbles sometimes. But if he has no drive, he's just kind of sitting at home on the video game, or just sitting at home smoking weed all day and just doesn't want to do nothing, yeah, I could see why that would be a red flag, or you'd want to protect your peace, because if you have more of a hustle than him, I don't think that would be attractive for a woman, and I can understand that. Now, I do think women can also put men onto hustle. Y'all could build something together. So just keep an open mind. I don't think you should judge somebody just because their finances aren't exactly where yours are. And your finances better be real up to par. I'm talking credit score in the 800s, honey. Okay? Anyways, last one. My friend only calls me when she's going through something, but when I need her, she's always MIA. Should I just distance myself or still rock with her? That's very, very, wow. I feel like I relate to a lot of these sometimes. Okay, I'm gonna be real with you. I feel like the older we get, the harder it is to keep up with our friends as much as we would want to. Again, life happens. We have work. People have kids. There's a lot of things that are into play. So it's like, if she's just busy with regular life things, patience. Just have patience, okay? But if she's just blatantly ignoring you and you're going through things and it's clear, like, when you're trying to, vent to her, or you need her advice and she's never there, that is a little different versus like if she's just not there to text and call 24/7, I can understand that. The older we get, we're just not available like that. And I completely get that. But, if you are trying to reach out to your friend who you're always available for, and, you give her advice, and I could see why it'd be frustrating if she didn't do the same. So I'm gonna be honest with you. It's okay to set boundaries. Like, I've taken a step back from a lot of people who I felt like, didn't pour back into me. I feel like I'm a really good friend. I feel like there's been times where I was a bad friend. I can admit that. But I feel like definitely at this point in my life and all of my life, my intentions were to be a good friend. And I've been a good friend. So it's like, to me, I feel like I'm getting to the point where I know I don't deserve certain things. So I just, kind of fall back a little bit and let things just play out how they're going to play out. So I feel like if you need to do that, that's fine. But I think you also need to communicate, set the tone. You can't just go ghost. I think that's a little weird. So definitely talk to your friend, let her know, give her a chance. And if things don't change after that, then it's okay to distance yourself. You know what I mean? Like, it's okay to want people to give you what you give them. So I see where you're coming from, 110%. That was it. Okay, so just those 4. Again, you guys can always submit some DMs to me any point in time, but usually I do like submit a question pool thing on my Instagram the day before the day of my episodes. I appreciate y'all, for being patient with me. I know it's been a little while again. I don't know when my next episode is going to be out. I'm going to try my hardest to get my siblings to get all, sit down for an episode this weekend before my brother goes back so I could post that next weekend for y'all. But if not, then, I'll make sure to get you guys out another episode here soon. But I love y'all. I appreciate your patience. And bye. I'll see y'all in episode 13. We out.